Hello guys and welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is MILITZAYOVANKA and today we're going to talk about the brows. I had a lot of questions on my Instagram page about brows, and especially I was in Paris last week or the week before. I'm lost. But anyway, a few weeks ago I was in Paris for the fashion week with L'Oreal and I met the sweetest person I ever met in my life. I'm sure everyone knows who she is on YouTube. Her name is Christine Dominique and I fell in love with that girl. Like, she's the sweetest thing in the world. And we like connected immediately, but the thing is that you can see how comfortable I was with her, showing her my brows like coming off. We were talking about beauty products and everything, and she was like, "Oh, I love your brows." And I was like, "Girl." I took off my makeup a little bit on my brow and she was like, "What?" She encouraged me to film it and I was like, I can't like show how it looks, like this brow is not there. But then I was like, whatever, like I'm sure a lot of people are having brow issues. I can't be the only one, and if this technique can help some people, I will be like super proud of myself. I had a brow tattoo that looked correctly. It wasn't crazy, it was like just adding a little bit of boldness to my brows. The problem was that after a few months, maybe a year, it started looking pink, like it was pink. You could like really see the pink color showing through my brows. So I went to a doctor who was supposed to do some laser or something like that to take that off, and I lost most of my hair, especially on this brow, because I guess the pigment was stronger, or I don't know. Like from here to here, I don't have any hairs, like nothing at all. And the worst part is that on this side, more than on this side, I still have a lot of pink left. Yeah, my brows are a mess. Like there was a kind of war in there. Some hairs survived, but not a lot. My brows are not perfect, are not completely symmetrical, and that's okay. The thing here is to make your brows look like actual brows, not like perfect magazine brows. That's not the point in my video. It can take me like from 5 to 7 minutes to do my brows completely in the morning, so I guess it's a technique that's... Yeah, today I'm going to show you first how to make the perfect brush to draw on fake hairs. Here we go. Here's the brush, and I really hope that you will be able to see, but it's as thin as it can get. So I'm going to show you what I do. Please, this is a blade. I'm going to use a blade. Be really careful. If you're young, please call your parents, call someone. Like, don't hurt yourself. But yeah, so I'm going to take a small blade. And I will take, for example, here I'm going to do it with my 7B brush from Anastasia. And usually I will do that on my table, so like I'm not holding anything, but this is just so I can show you guys. So the thing I will do is I will put my brush on something, hold it as far as possible from the hair so I don't cut myself. And then I will take the blade and simply cut like this. Then you can take off the hair, see? Like we have a little layer of hair there. So here is what we are taking off of the brush. First you do it on one side, and then again you take your little razor and you do the same technique on the other side. So now you can see like the brush is a lot thinner. Okay guys, so as you can see, my brow situation on this side especially is catastrophic. I really wanted to show you the difference is because this brow from here to here I have no problems. This brow is really like a good kid and this one is a bad kid. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to show you because often we see people having sparse brows and things like that, and filling them in with makeup is a little bit easier than really having this problem, which is not having hairs at all in the front, in the center of your face. And if you mess anything with your makeup, or if it's too bold and not realistic, it's really going to look weird. It's really important to have the smallest brush possible. The thinner the brush, the more realistic your drawing is going to be. Let's get started with the transformation. So the first thing we want to do is to have those brows go up as much as possible. So it's going to make it look like we have hairs almost everywhere. Not a brow gel, because my hairs are really hard and won't stay in place. So I use soap. I use that since many years, and I think that it's great. So I'm going to take any, you can put just water. I'm just spraying some spray on there and taking a spoolie, mixing some product. So as you can see, it doesn't look a lot better, but it still gives a little bit of an impression that the brows are a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to use is my deep brow from Anastasia, and I'm using the shade Ebony. Before I start, I'm going to use a little bit of my True Match and apply it on my tattoo, and then I'm taking my beauty blender and blending in. As you can see, it's going to fade the tattoo a lot. Then I'm taking a little bit of powder. You can use literally any powder or do that while you are doing your makeup. This was like for the video, so I really didn't want him to apply anything in there. So I set it with a little bit of powder, and now we are good to go. Here's the brow product. I always add a little bit of the Inglow Duraline in there. I add only one drop in there, like this. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take another brush that's a normal size, I didn't cut it, and I'm just going to shape how I want my brows to be. This is just going to be like to guide this brow because it's like a blank canvas, you know. Now we're going to start making fake hairs, and I'm going back to this little brush. So the most important thing before you start drawing is to get used to not hold your brush here, but hold it here at the end. So the strokes are going to be like a lot softer. And here we go, brows are on. So next thing is going to be to clean out the edges of your brows. So I'm just going to apply the True Match I used in the front of my brow. I'm going to do the same to the other side, just going to blend that. I just realized I forgot to pop up my lash on this side, so I'll be back. I never draw my eyebrows straight up. I'm really like trying to make hair-like strokes, which are never like completely straight. They are like a little bit on the side, or it's not perfect. Naturally, that's not supposed to be completely perfect, so we are trying to make it not look perfect. Here, the video was mostly about the technique and the way to shape your brush so you can have that really hair stroke effect. And the brush technique is completely inspired by the fact that when they are doing tattoo on brows, they have a small blade that's doing this magic. So I really tried to make my brush, as you can see, look almost as thin as that blade. So it's just brows, we can play with them, have fun. And I encourage you to have some fun with your brows. Like, again, it's just brows. Thank you for hanging out, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.